Any question from these crops? Any questions you find? Shall we? Okay. Okay. Now we are going into oil seeds. I'm not directly going into oil seeds. Groundnut. You read it and tell me anyone. Tea and coffee. I might give you a question which is connected. Please read it. Oil seeds and come back to me. You only mark it. Let me see. Very rare questions, at least from both pattern oil seeds. We can't exclude, but not very popular. Sunflower, that's what. Safflower. I think it's सरसों का शायद सरसों का तेल है ना उसका भी क्लास ही नहीं है ना Is that सरसों का तेल very smelly? South Indian people only use it. I don't know. हम South Indian बोलते हैं सरसों very smelly. मतलब उनके घर में घुसते ऐसा लगता है कि मैंने अपने किसका बनाया हाँ सरसों का है ना हाँ देखो she uses it she but no हाँ मतलब नहीं uses it then also she sorry to say North Indian भैया normally use that सरसों का तेल and it is very good for the health हाँ थोड़ा सा सस्ता भी है but अच्छा भी है ना और आप मल्लू के घर पे जाएगा तो वो कोकोनट पैराशूट को डाल के तड़का मारती रही That's the biggest joke in the kitchen. मेरा खुद का भी एक दो जन के घर पे गया मैंने ये क्या पैराशूट हाँ तड़का मारने के लिए फिर उस बाल में वो अलग रखा है and some doctors say coconut oil is the best for cooking but the problem is that it's very costly no heart attack if you continuously use coconut oil for cooking have you seen this chivdas of these Mallu people एक अलग टाइप का बदबू है because of that oil and sunflower oil is waste oil for your this one health but cheap है तो 5-5 लीटर का वही सस्ता पड़ता है groundnut quite okay है some people started using that foreign culture वाला oil कौन सा है जो हम लोग salads में use करते हैं olive oil अपना बड़ा ही इकोनॉमिक लॉ में ना ऑलिव इतना मैं ऑलिव भी है बट उसमें थोड़ा स्मेल कम है एक फियागो करके एक ब्रांड है इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड वेरी कॉस्टली उसमें वो लोग हटा देते हैं जो आप बोलते हैं ना एंड सम ड्रिंक्स में भी वो ऑलिव का वो डाल के देते हैं do oil seeds and come back to me soon Yes, ma'am. Residue. अच्छा oil cake दिया है? हाँ, I'll explain. Good. This girl is a very brainy child. अरे दिया. Say thanks. Hey, just for a minute, everyone look here. There is one small. It cannot say main product. We call it as a byproduct only. If you have seen any time oil crushing mills, it has series of taps. And it has a big funnel-like thing, which is a grinder. Either coconut or any other thing, whatever you have read, it is dried fully. And it is when it grinds, you might have seen this is a pipe-like thing and series of taps are there, opening, 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 opening. So when this is oil thickening, that entire funnel area, the residue is left. Correct? So what do this residue they do with? Because human beings cannot, impossible. So they make rough oil cake like this, and normally it is given to milch animals. And milch animals love it, either cow, goat, or buffalo, whatever it is. And it is very good for the milch animals because for milk content, you need fats more. And this oil cakes are rich source of. Samjha kya hua? Waste product for you and me, but main product for the cow. So that is oil cakes. Samjha? There only you can write fed to milch animals. Cattle feed. You can write mainly milch animals. Anything else? So shall we proceed? Take your time. Take your time. No hurry. Ivy? Okay. I put the heading in your notebook. I'm going to give tea and coffee because it's a very special question. Right on. Tea and coffee in your notebook, which is not there anymore. Also known as plantation crop, also known as point number 1, tea and coffee. Also, by this time you should have the digestive system. By this time, sorry, what did I say? Also known as plantation crop, because they might ask you this in the board exam. Single cropping in large acres of land. Single crop in large acres of land. Pehla reason है why it is known as plantation. Second, huge investment. Huge investment. Write it in commas only. Huge investment. Scientific. Huge investment, comma, scientific, and most modern methods. Are used. Why it is known as a plantation crop? General points. Generally grown on hill slopes, especially tea, correct? Generally grown on hill slopes. Next. India is the original homeland of tea. ब्रिटिश लोग नहीं मानता है, but ब्रिटिश आने से पहले से टी इंडिया में था. ब्रिटिश बोलते कि हम लोग ने लाया. India is the original homeland for tea production. Can anybody name which part of India? Very good. Please write down Assam, Darjeeling. Assam was a detailed speech. Assam. Next, India produces best quality coffee. 3 types of coffee India बनाता है जो दुनिया में बहुत popular है. Robusta, Arabica, and Costa. I think वो check करना पड़ेगा. ये उसका beans है, beans. Arabica, Robusta. These are coffee beans, huh? And Costa वाला check करना. I'm not sure, but hey, I'll check it right now. It is written. India produces 3 main types of coffee beans. Robusta, Arabica, and Costa Rica. Coffee beans. I'm going to explain in detail. You must understand the beauty of this crop. And last point, Chetuliko. Best beverage. Best beverage. Araku coffee, black bazaar, Hari Bari, अभी तो बहुत ज़्यादा है. Initially, ये 3 beans India में best beverage. A best beverage served hot. But just understand this, what it is. I think very few students, at least in UP, have seen having cheap drinking. At least आप लोग में कोई पीता है tea? पीते हैं? You don't drink? आपकी बात नहीं है चाय मांगे। मैं मांगने नहीं गई। अरे जाने दो, छोड़ो। हाँ तो क्या हो गया? Listen, the only problem with tea and coffee, they have something called as caffeine. Especially coffee में ज़्यादा है, tea में थोड़ा कम है. But then doctors also now say even the growing children can go for a tea and a coffee. But some doctors say do not add milk and made it to boil. That throws away the good qualities of a tea. India produces the best quality tea in the world. If I tell you, the tea is called as yellow label. वो पूरा इंडिया में ही बनता है. It goes to Europe. 90% it goes to Europe. What is yellow label? Unless the normal tea leaves that we see in our house, when we put it in the hot one, it becomes brownish or something. Na? ये आके golden color का आता है. And Europeans love that. The brand in our country is Lipton. Lipton yellow label. Tea bags मिलता है उसका. I say 1979-80, Darjeeling tea was sold to abroad, exported 19,001 rupee per kg. If you don't understand what is 19,001, if you buy 100 gram of that tea, it will cost you close to 2,000 rupees. Are you understanding? Again, India ka competitor China hi hai tea ke liye. And let me say, India has a glorious history of tea. Why I'm explaining, I think when I get that video, I'll show you. Now also you go to Nilgiris. You have the best of the best tea production houses, right from before the British, 1836 ka sab abhi bhi chalu hai. And you have to see the green leaves, plucking is done by the hand, even today. We have a small blade-like thing, but it requires manual labor more. Although the trees grows up till 4 or 5 feet, it is regularly pruned. Why regularly pruned? Because if it grows diagonally up, it's difficult for plucking. And if you keep pruning it, horizontally spread over. And it grows generally on the hilly slopes. I don't know whether you guys have visited. I have visited more than once or twice. An amazing place to visit any tea gardens. And you should try at least once. अगर उधर कोई भी छोटा सा टी का स्टॉल है तो उधर का चाय पी के देखना. You will love it. एक तो climate. Evening 6 o'clock को था हम लोग. It was in Coimbatore, and I was drinking that tea. I've never tasted any tree such beauty it was. हाँ रास्ते पे फिर क्या टी गार्डन. Why I'm saying it is a plantation crop. Whoever has owned tea estate or coffee, today they are millionaires. And they are doing it not only within our country, but exporting it. तो क्या दिखता है एक चाय है, तो चाय का पीछे कितना मेहनत जाता है, very few people know. So one, the requirement, other things all there, but it is one of the largest item of Indian exports. Now let me pull you small away from tea, then we will have coffee. You might have seen beans, is it? I think now we have Starbucks, I don't know, many are there. But let me tell you, even today, native Indian coffee is demanded all over the world. I don't know how many of you know. There's Nescafe. Now it's an MNC brand, but originally it was Indian. Best of the best Nescafe beans goes from India. And let me tell you, Europeans, Americans are a hardcore fan of this coffee. And उनका coffee machine में अगर आप लोगों ने कभी try किया है, amazing. मुझे याद है कुछ banks में मैं जाता था उधर during the severe winter. Every bank will be giving tea and coffee, especially coffee. And वो उनका वो sugar वगैरह डाल के पीने में, और banks में बार-बार घुसता था मैं. बैंक का कोई काम नहीं रहता था. They will not say no to it. You can take. वरना Tim Hortons में $2 या $3 का कॉफी मिलता था, वो भी अच्छा ही रहता था. But बैंक फ्री में दे रहा तो क्यों उधर बस स्टॉप के पीछे ही था. And I used to ask that gentleman, can I please sir have it? And मैंने देखा भी है, शायद अगर आप यूएस गए तो मालूम है, every McDonald's will give you one cold drink or any coffee, one refill free in certain season. कॉफी में भी देता है, कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स में भी नहीं दो बार. हाँ आप एक लो बच्चे लोग के लिए देता है, बट मुझे थोड़ा शर्म आता है, एक बार फिलअप कर लिया, वन मोर रिफिल, तो क्या बार बार मांग रहा है. मतलब आपका बर्गर ले लिया और आपने इतना बड़ा कोक या थम्स अप लिया ना, जितना चाहिए आप रिफिल करके लेते हैं फ्री. students are in a row, they will not get up at all. फिर मुझे किसी ने बोला जाके fill up, मतलब एक समय no man, it is free here. एक या दो बार जाना अच्छा लगता है, बार-बार वो lady को जाके बोलने का please one more row.
But they have the machine outside.
Outside only now. पहले वो लोग अंदर रखता था और मैं वो receipt मांगते थे देखने की. Sir bill please, वो देखा हाँ sir, it's okay. पर इतना बड़ा फिर से top refill करके देगा तो और क्या चाहिए? Coffee का दो बार मिलता है, I have done it. So why I'm saying coffee is so important for a country like India? Generally, native Indians are coffee drinkers, correct? And North Indians also love coffee, but it's generally the other kind. But let me tell you, either coffee or tea, India has a golden period of both production and export, and both are labor-oriented industry. And this best, especially in which area? The hilly areas, Baba Budan Hills, one of the main area. And then you go to West Bengal, then you go to Assam, then you go to some parts of Karnataka. Kurg coffee karke aaya hai. Kurg, suna hai? The best coffee you can have it. That's from Karnataka, Mysore, I think. You must taste it with the native milk. Apna packet milk se nahi. Udhar ka wo milk log alag hi dete. And you will love. वो पीने के बाद हमको ऐसा लगता है कि this is what, instead of drinking cold drink, ordering, and मैं तो बोलते ये पियो. Once you taste all this, you never. If you want to, even now अपना मम्मी को बोलने का Horlicks Bournvita से पीने का, don't put the milk, put a pinch of पुदीना पे क्या बोलते हैं in English, mint, and अगर आपको lime पसंद है, squeeze a bit of lime, and you'll see that the entire black color tea will turn golden, and then you have some little bit of samosas and other thing. I love it. एक छोटा mint leaf डालो और थोड़ा सा lime squeeze कर दो, and this is very good for growing children. Yes, I said don't add milk here. Don't add milk. Without milk, I'm saying. समझा? No, it's she has cleared it up. मैंने ये करके सी देखी. पानी में डाल के टेस्ट करके और बोली कि अच्छा ही नहीं था टेस्ट. Did I give my volume there? Okay. So shall we mark tea and coffee? Understood? Why I'm explaining so detailed? Tea and coffee is very important for your exam point of view. Underline tea, right? Requires warm, moist-free climate. Moist, circle that word frost. मतलब leaves में frost settle नहीं होने का. The leaves might decay. Then underline frequent showers, evenly distributed. If I say frequent showers and evenly, what is the importance? If you have concentrated shower at one place, now it might destroy the crop. You understood what is frequent shower? Evenly distributed होना चाहिए. Many a times we have seen Kharghar का एक side में बारिश है, दूसरे side में बिल्कुल dry. It's something amazing. वैसा नहीं चाहिए. और hill slopes में generally अच्छा showers मिलते हैं. And ensures continuous वो सब जाने दो. Underline plantation agriculture. I've given you the reason in your notebook. If anybody asks you why tea and coffee are plantation, you have to give that reasons. Next, tea, underline, not need to underline, put into bracket 20 to 30, 150 to 300 centimeters heavy rainfall, and well-drained soil. Coffee 15 to 28, 150 to 200. Coffee ka requirement thoda kam hai. Let us go to the areas. Again, tea, tropical and subtropical, well-drained soil. Bas itna hi. Put into bracket humus and organic matter. Only pick 3 states which are very popular with tea: Assam, West Bengal, and TN. And then come down to coffee. It is Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Hey, where is this Baba Budan Hills? Check. Tell me. Which part of India? Baba Budan Hills. Before the lecture ends, you should. I will say. Exporter ho chalega. Underline leading producer as well as exporter of tea. Circle that word. India ke liye biggest competitor again China hi hai. But Chinese tea, agar aapne piya to you will vomit. They have more than 56 or 100 variety of tea. They drink this much only. Ekdam kacha rehta. I've tasted it. It is very filthy to taste. China. India is the second largest producer. Producer leading, but total quantity wise, China is number 1. It requires underline abundant and cheap skilled labor. Iska agar idhar hai na, idhar arrow mark dalo, best suited to India because India has cheap and skilled labor more. Cheap labor ke baaju mein aisa likho arrow, best suited to India. Either introduced by British, but I don't give a, sorry to use the word damn thing. It is introduced by British nahi hai. Indians log khud banate the. British ne aake usko thoda commercial kar diya, bol diya aap log ne banaya. And then come down to coffee, second important beverage, 4% of the world's coffee in India. And देखो लोग ने दिया Arabica. उसके बाद में तो लिखो Robusta. What is the spelling that I've given? Robusta. Robusta. ये check करना because I'm unable to get whether it is Costa Rica. India में bean का नाम. हाँ, because of that only. Let us go to horticulture. You will be doing it. Climate, वो सब orange भी कर लेगा, lychee, guava, वो सब मैंने कहा. I'm directly going into spices. Although I'm jumping to spices, anybody needs me to do any of the fruits horticulture में देख लो अगर आपको लगता है कि you are more a fruit eater, you want some information about that, I'm ready. I'm not skipping it, I'm waiting. If you want, I'm ready to explain. Okay, then let us go to spices, put into bracket, pepper and cardamom. Important spices, open bracket, cinnamon, clove, ginger, onion, garlic, chili and turmeric. Close the bracket. Kerala, केरला में सबसे ज्यादा कौन सा बनता है? पेपर हाँ जी what they have not given. अच्छा, importance very rarely maybe, or maybe wherever small spaces they grow something. ऐसा कोई specific state नहीं जानना maybe. Yeah, what I was asking. Spices for Kerala, you write above pepper. Pepper is grown on large numbers. You know there are two kinds of pepper. Free pepper and purchase pepper. White and black. White pepper is also there in India. And let me tell you, pepper, every Indian commodity spices mein rehta hai. And then dry masalas again. And again, Kerala is the leading producer of masala. And I remember one of my friends, not Frankfurt, is be deep in Berlin. तो एक बार हमारा एक दोस्त का export company के लिए उस बंदे ने बोला इधर 90% of the मसाला जो भी जर्मनी में बिकता है all comes from India. And it is a rich exportable item. And good thing about masala selling is it doesn't get rotten so quickly. And बोलता है एक पैकेट नाना करके भी 10 से 15 यूरो में मिल जाता है 1 kg. And whoever is into export import business of this pepper, rich profit, especially from Kerala. Okay, Kerala leads, followed by Karnataka and TN. Underline used in food and easy digestion also nahi chahiye. Add flavors and taste. That's done. And I'm going to rubber. Before rubber, again I'm waiting for a few minutes. But here I'll be discussing in detail. Rubber, cotton and jute. Anybody have any queries? Please ask me. I'm waiting for a few minutes. Not few minutes. 3 minutes or 2 minutes. Yes, ma'am. Please. I thought it would be interesting. What's it? Let her ask why she needs a intro from the other person. What happened? What is it?
Onion is a vegetable or sauce.
Onions diya hai. Borderline. Borderline. Borderline में रखो ना मैं क्या करूँगा. If you are a Jain family, वो तो किधर भी नहीं आता. Because I remember certain my friends in colleges, हम लोग है ना Jain होटल में जाएंगे. बोले ये Jain food क्या होता है? उसने बोला जहाँ ऑनियन एंड गार्लिक नहीं है वो जैन फूड। मतलब इसके लिए इतना बड़ा हंगामा। It's like that Mohammedan had the problem in Karnataka, na? Halal meat. You understand what is that halal meat? You don't know. क्या मतलब क्या है हलाल का? नहीं. Halal is a method. Sorry, ये सब हिस्ट्री में सिखाता हूँ मैं जब भी आऊँगा. They say there are two methods of killing the animal. One, Hindus believe right from the day one that you should not torture that animal. One swap. सर अलग और धड़ अलग, एटलीस्ट उसको कम झटका. Whereas Mohammedans exactly opposite believe करते कि अल्लाह मियाँ को एक साथ झटके में नहीं चाहिए, हलाल करेंगे. उसे तो बोलते हैं मुर्गी की तरह हलाल कर दूंगा तेरा. हलाल मतलब they give the death very slowly. Imagine I had gone to one of the abattoir, not now, long time, just to see abattoir में लोग एनिमल के ऊपर क्या अत्याचार करता है. Cow also मशीन कट करता है, इट्स ओके. cow और बुल, इंसान लोग उसका पैर बांध के कट करता है. वेरी वर्दी फिल्दी टू सी. तो फिर मैंने बात किया, हाँ भाई साहब हमारा यही काम है. मतलब मुझे तो देख के एक 10 मिनट के अंदर 15 पीस काट दिया एंड हुक्स में जा रहा है एक. एंड इट्स दैट जॉब दे आर डूइंग इट. तो हलाल मतलब उनका रिलीजन में ये मानते हैं कि झटके से नहीं मारने का. और अगर झटके से मारा हुआ अगर काऊ या जो भी लोग चिकन खा लिया तो इट इज अगेंस्ट देयर रिलीजन. I mean, Hyderabad I have gone, not now, long time. They say now halal made houses. अभी इंजीनियरिंग में हलाल हाउसेस का स्लोली बिल्ट और आई डोंट नो. मतलब रिलीजन हर जगह में घुस जाता है. मतलब हलाल सलून, हाँ चलेगा, जाओ उधर धीरे-धीरे करेगा. सो हलाल इज दैट दे आर वेरी स्टॉन्च. हमारे ग्रुप में एक लेडी है, लेडी मतलब मेरी फ्रेंड ही है. तो शी व्हेनेवर कम्स इन अ स्मॉल यूनियन बोलते ये हलाल मीट है क्या. मतलब किचन में देख कुछ ऑलरेडी गुस्सा मत हो जा, वो हमारा रिलीजन के खिलाफ है. नहीं खाने का तो उठ के जाना. What is halal meat? ये मीट वो मीट. देखो उनका होटल्स में लिखा रहेगा only serve halal meat. They are very particular with that. मैं तो बोलता खाओ मत, इतना तुमको दर्द हो. Then I'm a little bit of a vociferous person in these lines. और रहना भी चाहिए हर जगह पे. So onion and garlic, you remember these. You go and ask a Jain fellow, hey, are you Jain? वैसे कुछ तो नहीं. Anybody? Sorry, I'm not again any religion. ये मेरा viewpoint. If you are from XYZ, don't take me. हाँ, वो भी बोलना पड़ता है. My best friend, my school time buddy, is a Mohammedan fellow. मैं उसके साथ माहिम दरगाह कितने बार गया है, नमाज भी अदा किया मैंने. And he comes to my house for all Ganesh festival, buys up टीका वगैरह लगाएगा, and he will do that गायत्री मंत्र. कभी तो बोलता है कि मेरे सर पर रख बनी तो पापा बोले अरे तू तो छोड़ यार, वो तो बात की. मतलब ऐसा रहना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि हाँ हम ये है हम वो है, कुछ नहीं. एक बार लेट गया तो 6 feet अंडर एवरीवन. आपने लिए तो 6 feet भी नहीं है, 5.5 feet. You understand 6 feet under? क्या सारे कर अनुज को क्या समझा? 6 feet under मतलब there's an English movie. Now once they are flat, everyone needs that 2x6 only. जमीन का जगह, वो हिंदू हो या मुसलमान, हाँ that is they say 6 feet under. उतना ही जमीन से. अभी तो वो भी नहीं चाहिए. मेरा पापा बोलते थे अभी तो इलेक्ट्रिक क्रेमेटोरियम, वो भी मैंने मेरे कुछ फ्रेंड्स का डैड के लिए गया एंड वेरी फिल्दी. आधा घंटे के अंदर इन स्मॉल पॉट यू विल गेट इट हॉट एंड हाँ वो मिलता है. एंड फिर मंत्र वाला वो पंडित जी आता है, फिर हाँ वो करते बोले ये लोग लेके जाओ. आधा घंटा भी नहीं लगता, 20 मिनट लगता है. इलेक्ट्रिक क्रेमेटोरियम बिकॉज द वुड इज वेरी कॉस्टली एंड दे डोंट वांट टू वेस्ट द वुड. एंड वो जो 2 मशीन था, हम लोग तो आधा किलोमीटर से भी दूर गए इतना. हाँ यू अंडरस्टैंड. So I saw that for the first time. Now it's quite habit. वो मंत्र पढ़ने के लिए पंडित जी आएगा, बड़ा ट्रे जैसा खींचते हैं, उसमें रखते हैं, वो सब निकाल के बॉडी को अंदर जाता है. एंड वी कैन सी ऑल्सो नॉट एग्जैक्टली वो हार्ड वो टेम्परेचर दिखाता भी है. आधे घंटे के अंदर बोन एवरीथिंग कम्स आउट इन अ स्मॉल पॉट. तो क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में हम लोग उसको? अस्थि. हाँ अस्थि, वो मिल जाता. तो सोचो इंसान का जिंदगी अभी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पे चल रहा है. चलिए लेट्स प्रोसीड. Say all this to you guys. We'll lead a happy and enjoyable life. काय का डर नहीं था भाई. They are the most harmless creatures. Once you are there. DY पाटिल में एक बार गया था. मेरे एक स्टूडेंट है, अभी तो वो भाई साहब दिल्ली में बड़ा चैनल में काम करता है. बोलते चलो सर मुर्दाघर जाने का, मतलब मुर्दाघर में मेरा क्या काम है? नहीं सर अच्छा लगता है, मतलब अच्छा लगता है, अभी टाइम है भाई, इतना जल्दी नहीं जाने का. I went in and there was a fellow who is always drunk, the person. बोलता हाँ सर ये इधर का बहुत बड़ा, उनका मम्मी बहुत बड़ा पोस्ट में है. You open some trays and show me. मतलब ये क्या दिक्कत है? नहीं सर मॉर्चरी में, मॉर्चरी. मतलब हाँ मुझे भी मालूम. But it is very sad कि that gentleman who is outside the door is always in his full alcoholism. मैंने पूछा ऐसे क्यों है? क्या साहब दिन में इतना आता है, निकालते हैं रखते हैं, तो हम तो भी तो इंसान है. मतलब हाँ that is understandable. We can't bear that foul smell. बेचारा उसका ड्यूटी उधर ही है, बोलते दिन में 12 घंटा उधर ही रहता है. चलिए let's proceed with geography. What telling? And now for rubber, cotton and jute, especially jute, I give you one question. Okay, jute पहला कर दो because ये question बार-बार बोर्ड एग्जाम में आता है. पहले लिखो jute in your notebook. JUT jute. Samarth, Aditya, and Jaslin. Are you guys writing?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I have to keep again asking. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
What were we discussing? What were we discussing?
Jute.
Ah, good. Jute. Why jute is referred as? Question. Why jute is referred as golden fiber of India? Very popular question. Golden fiber single ignored comma. Why jute is referred as golden fiber of India? Shall I give the answer right now? Then फिर हम लोग discuss करें. Jute, the most important fiber crop. Point number one. Jute, the most important fiber crop next to cotton. In fact, India largest था अभी बांग्लादेश है. They get lots and lots of jute. हाँ, वो बांग्लादेश है कुछ सीजन के लिए. बांग्लादेश बहुत अच्छा भाई. और ऐसा पूरा बाहर से दिखाता है. Resources where they are very rich. Second point. Fiber crop next to cotton. Second point. Once fully matured. अरे बाबा second point. Sometimes she becomes so intelligent, I doubt myself in you. Second point. No, it's okay. I never. I respect your intelligence. Seriously बोल रहा हूँ. मजाक नहीं कर रहा भाई. Seriously बोल रहा है. Look at and look at this guy. मेरा मुंह में एक भी smile देखा नहीं ना. वो थोड़ा सा वो है. क्या है जो भी. Second point. हाँ second point. I was saying that jute fully matured. अरे वो ICH की रहती. Don't laugh. At least for this stage. Jute when fully matured. अरे मैं बहुत seriously बोल रहा हूँ. Jute when fully matured appears golden brown. Matured. Fully. Jute when fully matured is appears golden brown. Third point. Highly important for cottage and handicrafts. Highly important as a cottage and handicraft. Hyphen 4x.
For cottage and handicrafts.
Handicraft hyphen. You write 4x earning high. High source of 4x. A 4x. Don't write 4x. Some people write that also. This is 4x. 4x means foreign exchange. A high source of 4x earning. Next. Makes use of. Next point. Makes use of. More labor. I'm showing my serious face. Makes use of labor more hyphen best suited to India. Now let's understand this. Once you understand marking, it becomes very easy for cotton or not. Now, first of all, you and me do not understand what it is, the substance. If you have seen gunny bags, that brown color, it's jute. Now, good thing about jute, it is non-biodegradable. No, it is biodegradable. The plastics bags that you and me use very fashionable, they are the biggest problem. But what has happened? Why jute has gone out of fashion? Because we can't take that jute bags with that wooden handle. Kabhi dekha hai? Very coarse, rough, and we do not like it. A heavy. India once a leading producer of jute. Now, due to you and me, not you and me, everyone, stop using jute and going for plastics. Plastic is dangerous. Correct. Second, it is very cheap. Whereas it has pushed the jute industry almost to a standstill. You understand standstill? Almost locked down. But now the government of India is taking some special steps. Now you see plastic bags, fines and other things, even your sabji wala or any person might be saying. Especially if you have gone to some silk houses, silk, abhi hum boys to nahi jayenge, girls ya ladies jayenge, wo bag jo milta hai, what wooden handle, that is a jute bag. Abhi jute, unlike the cotton, which you and me wear, shirts and trousers and whatever it is, jute is a coarse and a rough material. It grows in swampy areas and it's long, like 5 to 6 feet. You won't get the video, audio, maybe in some other time. Since Indians have stopped using jute commodities, the business has come to almost a decline. But if you have seen some carpets, correct? They are made out of jute. अभी उसका भी government substitute में use करने लगा. Coires मालूम है what are coir? What are coir? That coconut का जो ऊपर का पार्ट है ना, अभी गवर्नमेंट ने बोला वो भी बंद करो. हाँ मैट्रेस भी बंद. मैट्रेस ठीक है, but carpets coir का थोड़ा सा I don't like good. But jute carpets are worth 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, based on the artistic designs and the skills. So what you and me have to do? Stop the use of plastic bags and go for the jute. Why jute is so important for a country like India? One, the climate, the soil, easy growing, but it supports large number of workers, right from growing, separating, cutting, drying, wetting, and put it in the acid, little bit of ferment, फिर उसको वो brown color आता है. And if you have seen all the big 100 kg of rice or wheat, अभी थोड़ा सा plastic में आता है, but एक time था, it is only this gunny bags only. Have you seen? Yes. And it is easy to lift also, and it is very durable. I think the best way in your house, if you see it, if you do not use that carpets, the door mats. Okay, door mats are usme bhi plastic aa raha. But generally door mats of these jutes are quite beautiful. So government of India has given additional weightage to jute industry coming back once live. Ek time tha ki during British or before, after independence, it was a good industry. But the plastics have really spoiled the entire jute. So why it is known as golden fiber? One, because of its color. Second, it's one of the forex earning. Baki bhi milta hai, but jute se humko zyada milta hai. Especially if you have seen certain carpets coming all the way from Kashmir. Very costly. Kashmir ke paas jute grow nahi hota hai. They import, not import, they take the jute from central part of India and they make carpets out of it. So this is what jute. Is it okay? Yes. Shall we mark it in the book? Yes. Or still you want me to explain more for jute? Okay, quite. Okay, underline hot and humid. Heavy rainfall, underline, not underline, put into bracket, 8 to 10 months. West Bengal again, देखो, मुझे West Bengal और बांग्लादेश मुझे almost similar लगता है, नहीं है? Open bracket West Bengal, Bihar, Assam and Odisha, that's enough. Making mats, open bracket from mats, carpets, bags, ropes. Which ropes they are saying? That big wala, not that small. Even that Hindi में क्या बोलते हैं उसको? हम लोग घर में भी तो बांधने के लिए सुतली, सुतली, that brown colored one, सुतली. आप कोई भी hardware में जाके सुतली देना बोले तो ये मिल के बने. And it is very durable and very cheap. मेरे ख्याल से 4 या 5 रुपए में आपको 3-4 वो बंडल जैसा देता है. सुतली बोलो, you will get it. Packing. Then known as golden fiber that I've already given. Let us go to rubber. Underline hot and humid climate. More than 200 centimeter, temperature underline 25. Open bracket, mainly Kerala, TN, and now I think Andaman में थोड़ा सा है, ज़्यादा नहीं है. Come to users, circle that word latex. Hey, what is that latex? Chemical name for rubber. In fact, if you have seen any movies or anything where rubber trees are grown, especially in Malaysia, Malaysia is the original homeland of rubber. If this is the rubber trees, they try to cut it very carefully or craftily, and that white color semi-fluid substance and a beaker like substance is tied here. Early morning 4 बजे जाता है, लेडीज लोग भी इसमें काम करते हैं, स्पेशली मलेशिया में, तमिलनाडु से बहुत लोग अभी भी इंपोर्ट करते हैं 6-6 महीने का. And ये semi color white color substance early morning before the sunrise it gets collected, and it is collected, it is poured in a small container, and then it is sent to the factory. If I say India ka eklota factory or the first factory in our country was MRF, full form. अभी तो Dunlop में बहुत सारा टाइल्स है, but MRF was original Madras rubber factory. उनका रेस क्लब सब कुछ है. I had gone for getting a go-karting license. F1 तो impossible बोल दिया उसने, मतलब go-karting का तो उसने के लिए भी उसने बहुत नाटक किया. MRF का रेस ट्रैक्स, they are number 1 in India mainly for rubber. And rubber का क्या importance, no need me to say. Anything and everywhere, even industrial commodities, even the tires, tubes, everywhere rubber is used. Correct? So always remember that Malaysia is the original, but India भी थोड़ा अच्छा बनाता है rubber. Then let us go to India, underline 5th major rubber producing, and it is an industrial raw material. बहुत जगह पर industries में rubber important है. Cotton, please put a star mark. Surely you can expect all the three. Detail question आ सकता है. Rubber, cotton, and jute. Well in drier parts, circle that word black cotton soil. Black cotton soil कौन सा part में India में? Very good. महाराष्ट्र में ही है. Very good. हाँ.
Plateau.
अच्छा plateau, Deccan plateau. Underline the Deccan plateau. Underline 210 frost-free days. ये थोड़ा मैं अलग से सिखाता हूँ. I don't think it is there in the volume of the textbook. When we say cotton, we have 3 kinds of staples. What are staples? Shops in US and Canada. But this is the, yeah, ऐसा दिखता है staple. So we have 1 long staple, 2 medium staple, and 3 short staple. Short staple cottons are very coarse and rough. Medium quite, but the best quality cotton is the long staple. Have you seen cotton trees? ऐसा वो green color का यही है. And when it falls after becoming brown, if you break it, and we used to play, हाँ बस वो cotton निकल के फूक करेगा तो पूरा हवा में उड़े. And उसके अंदर वो seeds भी है black color. That is also very important. Cotton seeds. So अभी ये staples छोड़ के now we have cotton plants. ये भी देखा है, ये महाराष्ट्र में हम लोग देखते हैं बहुत जगह पर. ऐसा leaves वगैरह है, I don't know exact. And उसका in between का bud ऐसा रहेगा. ये जो part है उसका कॉटन ऐसा बॉल्स की तरह ही रहे. अभी कॉटन प्लांट आ गया, ट्रीज नहीं है. ट्रीज भी है बट इट टेक्स लॉन्ग टाइम टू ग्रो. कॉटन प्लांट, कॉटन ट्री है. नाउ गेट अ स्टेपल फॉर इट. अगर गिरा लेट मी सी वेदर इट इज लॉन्ग, शॉर्ट और मीडियम. समझा? सो वी हैव 3 काइंड्स ऑफ स्टेपल. समवेयर इन द टेक्स्ट बुक ओनली राइट डाउन इन द वॉल्यूम. Staples, you write long, medium, and circle. This is best quality cotton, and India produces all the 3. And Indians produces the best quality cotton shirts, and again Americans and Europeans demand that. And वही शर्ट फिर इंडिया में आता है जिसको हम लोग 1500 से 1500 बोल रहे हैं, 4000 से 9000 में लेता है, और हम लोग इंडियन शर्ट्स नहीं लेते हैं. Have you heard about this Crest and Louis Philippe? Very costly. But
Louis Philippe
अभी बना ना, but पहले तो इंडिया का नहीं था. Crest is one shirt. I have heard 4000, 7000, 9000. मैंने बोला सर ओनली शर्ट चाहिए. हाँ सर शर्ट का ही रहता है. बोला ठीक है, एरो शर्ट्स निकालो जो 1500 रुपए में बेस्ट मिल जाता. एरो शर्ट्स इज फ्रॉम आनंद फैब्रिक्स. एरो ऐसा लिखा रहता. पीटर इंग्लैंड भी एक टाइम था. अभी आई थिंक पीटर इंग्लैंड भी इंडिया में बनता है. हाँ आदित्य बिरला ने लिख दिया
सर. लुई फिलिप
आदित्य बिरला की. रिलायंस भी है बहुत सारा टेक्सटाइल्स में. रिलायंस इज द बिगेस्ट टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री इन इंडिया. चलिए let us come to cotton again. Open bracket Kerala, TN, Karnataka, not there. Maharashtra, AP, UP, Gujarat, and Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu में चेतो लिखो, there is a place called Coimbatore. It's as good as Mumbai. And जितना मुंबई में business है उतना कोयम्बटूर में भी है. And what is the good fun of Mumbai and Coimbatore? जब bomb blast बॉम्बे में हुआ था, I think within 8 months कोयम्बटूर में भी हुआ था. And that same Alabama type people only got, and he's still in the jail in Coimbatore. And then used in textile industry. Underline that. India is the she don't know that second largest producer, and requires a lot of cheap and efficient labor. Underline that also. And India is believed, circle that word, original home of cotton. I'm going to give it a small break for you guys, almost time. But still you can relax, chill, and you can ask me any questions. Or if not, you can be ready to skip away. Hold on. Silk baat mein karenge na. You want me to do? ऐसे तुम ही कर लो ना, what is the difference? Cocoons है, mulberry leaves है ना, and Mysore is a very popular area. Karnataka. Karnataka, Chennai में एक जगह है, what is that place? Kanchivaram, Kanchivaram. Maharashtrian, her silk is produced all over India, but every I heard Maharashtra में भी silk बनता है, Kashmir में भी बनता है. But this Karnataka and the Mysore silk are very different. You ask your mom if she is silk fanatic. There is a brand name in South. They call it as Nalli, Nalli. Saree starts from 50,000 to 5 lakhs single set. ऐसे क्या? मैंने तो मेरा family members को बोला है वो लेने से ज़्यादा उसका maintenance में है पैसा पैसा. Come on, read silk and get back to me. Yeah, Aditya, Jasleen, and एक तो गया. There is some problem with this net. You understood, Jasleen, Aditya as well. I don't
Yes,
mind
sir.
that some ghost in my area because this when I switch on the fan, the camera keeps swinging like a pendulum. I'm not swinging along with the board, is it? Fan उतना भी fast नहीं है. चलिए चलो read and find out at least 2 questions for which it is an assignment. वरना नहीं बोल देता हूँ. Just waste the time. And you can be ready for this time. In agriculture chapter, almost we have done assertion and reason. Allow me to explain in the next lecture. Please put a star mark to intensive subsistence and primitive subsistence. And commercial and plantation farming, surely board exam anyone. Then in page number 96, why is agriculture called the backbone? उसमें मत मार. And then come down to page number 99, question number 1, 2, 3. In fact, plantation का मैंने दिया है. 4. Page number 99. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In worksheet I'm saying. Even 8. Except 9, all the questions of the worksheet, and it is a must. I will not allow you to sit inside my lecture. उधर है ना जगह, तो फिर क्यों नोटबुक में लिख रहा है? मेरे ख्याल से तुम एक बार किधर भी लिखा तो that is most better. Only the worksheet. चलो, you be ready. Yes, me. 28. Yeah, our lecture deadline is 20 or 25. 20. Then you are most welcome. Chalo. By then, take care. Hey, solve all the question answers. Jeffrey, you are on the radar. Ask me with the radar. You must solve this 9, 8 questions. Chalo. Ciao then. Bye. Good night.
Thanks.
Bye then.